What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Cost Streams TV. We are done week 19, and I don't know about you, but if you have not taken advantage of this event, you really have to jump on it. Collector's Bounty has been unreal for me. For some raids, I've had huge luck, but for other raids, it's taken me a little longer. Like, for example, the Blackrock Foundry mount has taken me forever to get, over 30 runs to get that. But then there's other mounts we got within 2 attempts. So we're going to go over those today. We got a couple vaults to look at because I did actually run some keys, so we're going to take a look at that. Let's kick things off by taking a look at what the Demon Hunter gets in his vault. We have a single vault. We ran a 12. I know, surprising, but we did do a 12. And let's take a look at what that looks like. He has a crit haste ring. This actually isn't bad. Mythic track. It is better than the ring we have now. We're going to take it. We're going to sim it and see what the what that looks like for the Demon Hunter. No real updates outside of that. For the DH, still sitting at the same IO and Mythic plus rating. And next up, we're going to take a look at the Protection Paladin. Now, I'm going to open the vault in Prospect because I do want the trinket out of it. We did get some IO. We actually ran a 12 Dark Flame Cleft. We were almost on time to time of 13, and that fell through. But let's take a look at what we get. Once again, we see the Signet of Priory. We've seen this many times on the Paladin. Too bad we didn't get the other trinket out of that dungeon. And then we have a Haste Versed Wix Golden Loop. We actually saw this out of the run we did last night in the Heroic track. So really nothing to be excited for here on the Paladin. We are going to take sockets and we're going to socket an item in preparation for raid. The fun thing tonight is the Paladin is going to be brought to raid. We're actually bringing him for our reclear, so he should get a galley kill. And speaking of why we need the galley kill, I ended up using one of the dinars for the actual shield. So doing some keys, we got no upgrades on him whatsoever, so I just said, you know what, let's just buy it. We have enough to buy another item, 2 items anyway. So if we kill Gallywix on the Paladin, I'm going to use it to get the shield and Jaster's Diamond. And next up, the thing I've been most excited to talk about, and it relates directly to the title of the video, is that we have had such good luck with the Collector's Bounty. Like I mentioned earlier, I've been going through raids, collecting Tmogs, collecting mounts. It's been fantastic. It's so cool going through the dungeons and raids and just going through and collecting Tmog, starting with literally no transmog whatsoever in some of the sets. Like I went to Nighthold and I was quickly able to collect most of the items I need for some of the sets I want to collect. And it's just so cool that you can get so many of these. For example, characters that I don't even play, like the Priest is collecting gear, you know, the Warlock is getting gear from Nighthold. And I'm definitely going to go back and continue this journey because there's so many cool sets that I haven't collected. Some big ones recently were even Sanctum of Domination. We went through and we did the full clear on Mythic and we got through a lot of the transmogs even there. So really excited to have some of those finished because there were some really good looking male sets in the Sanctum of Domination raid. In particularly, the male sets were phenomenal, right? So we basically have all of them now. Very happy with how that's looking. So if you haven't been going through and doing some of this old content, go in, park a couple alts outside of it, and over the next couple of weeks, go run these raids. If you're looking for transmog, looking for any other items, it is completely worth it. And it's just a break from the day-to-day. Now, let's jump in and talk about some of the mounts we collected. We're going to do a split screen again because there is a lot to go over. Starting off with this one right here. The 2 that you're looking at now are from the Galagio. This is from the Undermine raid. There is a vendor there that will actually sell you mounts. I didn't know this until recently, and I went in last week, took a look, and that's where you actually can buy the Florendo mount, which I should be able to get this week. But starting off, we have the Thunderdrum Misfire on the left. It's just a recolor of the rocket we got last week that was purple, but this one is red. So that is one of the 2 we got. And the next one is the Dark Fuse Chompactor. This is the one that this is another one we got last week. I think this one was purple as well. This week's is black. I definitely like the colors of this mount way more. The black and the red look much better than the previous one, so really happy we got this one. So these are the 2 we get from the Galagio. And the next 2 mounts are from far older content. We're looking at the Dragon Soul mount on the left, the Lifebinder's Handmaiden. Now, funny enough, I already had the Blazing Drake. I needed the Lifebinders. Apparently the Blazing Drake is harder to get, so I got lucky and I did end up getting this mount. So really lucky with this one. And then on the right, I finally got this mount from Blackrock Foundry. It took well over 30 runs Luckily, I had the skip, so it was easy to park some characters outside of the raid and then just go in, kill Blackhand, and leave. But we finally got the Ironhoof Destroyer. Fancy ground mount. I may or may not favorite it. Nothing that I would use too often. But here are 2 more mounts we got from the event so far. The next 2 mounts come to us from Nighthold and stratholme, one of which I got quickly and one of which took me for a while. Which one do you think that is? If you guess that the Fellblaze was the one I got after 1 run, you are absolutely correct. So I went into Nighthold expecting to fully go in just to farm out transmogs, not knowing that both the Infernals can drop from Mythic difficulty. I already had the red one, I needed the green one. So we went in, we did a full clear, and on our first kill of Gul'dan, voila, here is the Fellblaze Infernal. Super lucky with this one. I'm going to go back anyway. I want to do more of the Nighthold runs just to complete all the sets. I really like the ones that are in there. And then the one on the right is the Rivendare's Charger. This is from Classic, from stratholme, and it took me days of running it on at least 5 characters. So I would go in for the last week and a half. I would go in every single day on at least 5 alts. I would clear it and I wouldn't get it. Finally, we ended up getting the mount, which was super exciting. But yeah, it definitely took a while to get this one. It was well over 50 runs since I was doing it every day for at least 10 days. So quite surprising that one took longer than the Nighthold mount. And the next 2 mounts up, we have one from Mob Classic and one from the Trading Post. The first one on the left is Xiao Hao's Sage Serpent. Now, I've never been a fan of these serpents or worm mounts. I think they're very lame, I guess. I don't find anything special about it, but this is the first mount we got from completing the Mob Classic event, which honestly I just couldn't wait till it was over. Like it felt like such a drag, but I've never ever done the Pandaren opening quest, so that was a cool experience seeing the giant turtle stuff. It was worth doing. And then the one on the right I'm super excited for. This one looks amazing. I love the model. It's the same one that we got from earlier in the month from the Trading Post, and I love the way the purple one looks, and I love the way the green one looks. It is the Forsaken's Grotesque Charger, and this is what you get from completing the Traveler's Journey log from start to finish. It is the last reward for the month, so I'm really excited that we got this. So that's another +2 to our collection, and I have saved the best for last. And the final 2 mounts I want to talk about, in my opinion, are the best ones that I could have gotten. And once again, this was one of those situations where I showed up. I did the event, I think, twice for both Ny'alotha and Sanctum of Domination. And on my second attempt, I ended up getting the raid mounts, which saves me so much time because those raids are so extremely long. So I'm super excited that we got the Ny'alothian All-Seer. I think this mount is really cool. It's another one of those like jellyfish kind of mounts, but this is like one of those most unique looking like ones. So very excited that I got that. And the other mount we got is, like you heard, from Sanctum of Domination. We ended up going in, killing Sylvanas, and we got Vengeance's Reigns. I originally thought this mount was very lame until I got it and I looked at it close up. It's actually a really good looking mount. I love the features and the quality of it and the actual like look overall. It looks like Vengeance. They did a really good job with this mount. Super glad I got it. Those are 2 very long raids that I don't have to go back to since I have most of the Tmog for Sanctum of Domination anyway. So I'm super glad that we can just kind of move on from that and not have to deal with it anymore. And that is it for the mounts that we got last week. A total of 10 mounts, down 2 from last week's 12, a total. And in the last 2 weeks, we've collected 22 new mounts. That is insane. That is probably a record that I've never had before. So really excited for what's to come. And the last thing I wanted to talk about is our gold farming week over week. This has officially been our quietest and lowest income week since we started this journey back in November. However, our target goal was always 100,000 or more. So this week, having missed all of Saturday because I was at the beach all day and I didn't really do much of the posting on Sunday either, we made a grand total of 107,574 gold. Officially the lowest amount we've made, still over our requirement week over week, so I'm really happy with that. And so let's talk about what the plan is for week 20, since the Paladin is going to be being brought in for raid a little more, at least I hope, and I have decided the Paladin will be my main going into season 3. I want to do a little more in the regards to keys. I need to collect more crests to do some more upgrades. I have to recraft some of his items with embellishment embellishments, so I gotta work on that a little bit this week for the Paladin. I'm excited that we now have Wednesdays off. As long as we kill Gallywix on Tuesdays, we have Wednesdays off from Raid. I'll try to get a stream in on Sunday. Again, if the weather is beautiful, I love enjoying my Sundays out in the wild, frolicking around the outdoors in the forest or at the beach. So that is the plan for week 20. It has been very quiet lately. We are reaching the end of the season, and what I will be doing soon, most likely for the release on August 5th, I will be the video that week will have the Mythic stats for season 2, so I'll post it. Those are always available if you're ever curious to see what the season looks like, what classes I run with most, what the representation looks like for DPS specs, for healer specs, and the tanks that I've played with all season. There's a link down in the description below you can click on. It'll take you right to the sheet, and then I've also linked the season 1 review, so I'll be doing something similar this season. That'll most likely be coming August 5th. It's really fun to do, and I'm curious if my keys will even be close to what I had in season 1, or if I'll fall behind and not even reach the amount of keys we did in season 1. Outside of that, I hope you guys enjoyed Collector's Bounty. Let me know down in the description below what are some of the mounts that you got that were rare, that you've been farming forever, that you just couldn't get, and you finally got it, and your journey is over, and now you have to go start another one. So let me know down in the description below. I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. I hope you've had good vaults, and I hope that you get all of the mounts and transmogs you want during this month, because it is the month to do it. Have a fantastic week, everyone. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.